So we've got a brand new addition to the Canon VCM lineup of hybrid lenses. This is the Canon 14mm f1.4L VCM lens. It joins that VCM lineup of lenses that are designed with photography and video in mind. And this is absolutely a super wide-angle lens designed for things like astrophotography with that nice fast aperture, landscape photography, interiors, and things like that. Now, it's a little bit more niche than some of the other lenses in the VCM lineup, but it's great to see some different options appearing within this range because I have loved my time with every lens in this range so far. Now, we've had this lens for a few days to kind of test this out with an R6 III, and first and foremost, it fits really nicely on the front of a camera like that. This would pair really nicely with something like the R5 II as well. If you wanted a little bit more resolution, that L series quality is absolutely present throughout. So that means it's optically very, very sharp. It looks fantastic. And actually, I noticed that you're not really getting any vignetting in these images, which is great for such a wide angle lens like this. I also didn't feel like I was having particularly any issues with things like distortion. So absolutely, that's something I would hope to get from an L series lens like this, but it's lovely to see that. Now, this lens is also featuring aspheric, fluorite, UD and BR lens elements to ensure that you are getting that L series optics, along with things like 11 diaphragm blades, which means you can get some nice, soft, out of focus areas as well. Now, I was actually able to get reasonably close to my subjects as well, which gives you a little bit more versatility when it comes to a very wide angle lens like this. You're probably not going to be using this so much for portraiture, but it's nice to be able to get that kind of feeling from a lens like this so that you're not just locked into that incredibly wide angle feel. Now, much like the rest of the VCM lens range, this is very similar in size and weight to the other lenses. So it's designed to be able to fit seamlessly into a workflow very, very easily. So you can just swap lenses in and out. If you want to use this lens maybe for a very wide opening vista shot to get some kind of context, and then switch up to something like the 35, the 50, or even the 85mm to get some slightly closer shots on your subject, you'd be able to do that very easily, whether it's just a standalone setup with the camera and lens, or whether it's actually part of a much larger rig. You probably wouldn't have to rebalance it too much on a gimbal, which is great. Like I say, it's perhaps a little bit more niche than some of the other lenses in the range, but it's a great addition, and we are really starting to see the VCM range fill out with a lot of different options depending on how you want to shoot as a photographer or videographer. I could also see this being useful for things like weddings, getting those interior shots, those nice wide shots of maybe the venue, the crowd. There's quite a lot of versatility and usability that comes with a lens like this. Now, you can check out the full spec, the pricing, everything you want to know about this lens over at parkcameras.com. I'll pop a link down in the description so you can go and check that out for yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe as well, because we've got new content all the time. I'll of course see you in the next video, but until then, as always, thanks for watching.